Okay, so hello YouTube and Twitch, since I'll be putting this episode to YouTube afterwards. I am Pinstar, and this is Surviving Mars, Strategy and Tactics. So this, I decided to continue my stream from Tuesday and actually pick up with the base. We streamed for 6 full hours on Tuesday, so this is a 6 real-life hour-old base. And I figured, you know what, for those who might be a little bit late in joining the party, I might give you guys a little bit of a grand tour here, just sort of get you up to speed, explain what things are, where things are, how the base is laid out, where I'm going with stuff, and more importantly, what problems are looming. And there are problems looming. We had pretty much 6 hours of smooth sailing, but towards the very end, a whole bunch of things sort of coalesced to become problematic, and we're going to need to deal with that if we are to avoid deeper complications. Right then, so starting up here at this end of the base. We have a couple of our solar panels connected to some moisture evaporators. These are creating some power and electricity flowing down the line here, which is going into a water extractor here. Which actually is not producing due to lack of demand. So we can actually hook up more water demands to this pipeline, which I might do with our new dome here. We also have a Moxie producing oxygen, way more than we actually need. And the reason why we need so little of it, despite this being a fairly full dome, is that we've got 2 farms here that are producing quite a few crops and therefore producing quite a bit of oxygen. The game actually factors in how much oxygen crops will generate. So having a dome with growing crops will help that dome's oxygen production, or rather at least help it use up less oxygen. So we've got that going for us. We also have a machine parts factory in here, a couple apartments, a couple of bits of recreation, and the all-important water reclamation system here. So this is my sort of agriculture dome. Because this is the dome this is the only dome that grows food for the entire colony. That being said, we have 2 giant farms in here. These are way more than 1 dome could ever need. 1 farm is a bit much for 1 dome. But 2 farms should be able to keep 3 domes pretty well fed. If we look at our resources here, we're at 123 food. That's quite a big stockpile, so we're doing quite well there. Not of all the looming problems that that are making me nervous, that is not one of them. Right then, so over here we've got sort of our blue-collar district. We've got a dome with quite a few people, 3 apartments worth, and 2 nurseries full of babies. Well, children they call them, but colonists that are too young to work in the workforce yet. They're getting there though. Hey David, welcome back. And here we have a lot of industry. We've got a rare metals extractor. We've got a common metals extractor, which is just as important as the rare, actually. And we've got 2 polymer factories, which are combining water and fuel to create polymers, which is a critical construction and maintenance component. Now over here, here's where we have the problem, and the problem over here is causing problems elsewhere in the colony. See, here's the problem. So this little drone hub didn't get its maintenance in time. Now, despite it having 1 drone assigned to it and having access to electronics, spare parts, which is what is needed to repair drone hubs, our little drone here just couldn't quite get around to it in time. And eventually the drone hub malfunctioned and shut down. That means this drone here has shut down. That means and here's the problem, the only thing that's in range of our water extractor here is this drone hub, which has been shut down. Because this other main drone hub, see this blue arc here? That's as far as it can go. So it can service these fuel depots and fix them and take and harvest up the fuel and bring it back to the main depot, but it can't quite make it to here. Now this thing has maxed out its stored waste rock, so it has shut down. So therefore it cannot produce any water until something empties its waste rock. And because it's not producing water, these things are not producing fuel. Because these things are not producing fuel, these things cannot produce polymers. And polymer shortages have been a plague on my base here. So that's kind of the problems we have looming here. Now, yeah, we have here the no oxygen, no water, no power. That's referring to this brand new dome. We've constructed it, but we haven't. There's no colonists in here, and we haven't built anything in it yet. So there's no one's dying. Now, the other thing that we've got going for us, this is more of an opportunity, is we are almost done building this tunnel. This tunnel leads up here. And this will allow us to start tapping into the anomalies and the resources up here. Previously, we've been kind of stuck down here on the bottom. And while we haven't, we've actually completely scanned out the entire bottom here. We're only just getting around to scanning the top here. But our rovers have been, and our drones have been unable to traverse this big cliff here. Not so more with once the tunnel is built. The rovers can explicitly go through the tunnel, and we can extend our utilities grid up there through the tunnel. So one of my plans up here is to build more wind turbines, because wind turbines get a production boost when they're on higher elevation. Right now, all the wind turbines I've built thus far have no elevation boost because they're on sea. Well, basically, if there was a sea on Mars, it would be at sea level, but not so much up here. They will get a boost. So we can do all of our future power production up here. As far as our techs go, we're doing pretty good. We're working on the Stirling generator, which is sort of like a little nuclear thing. I need to decide what I want to do going forward, though. Because there's Martian adaptability, Martian-born colonists graduate faster. So this would basically, if we were to get, I mean, we've already researched a Martian university, but this would basically supercharge it. But we haven't built a Martian university yet. The other alternative, and I have to find it here. Where is it? Emergency training, general. So general training here. This means that our colonists that are not specialized, and as we've been here longer and longer, our colonists have become more and more not specialized. This lowers the penalty for them not having the right specialization and doesn't require special schooling. You know what? Now that I think about it, let's do that. It'll make the logistics easier and give me more time to plan things out. So general training will be up next after the Stirling generator. Beyond that, don't want hive mind. I probably want, do I want behavioral shaping? I'll think about that. Sanatorium to remove flaws. It's not a bad idea. I'll decide on what I want for the spire there. I'm also looking along here on my breakthroughs that I've already unlocked. Neural empathy. This might be a good one, although it's kind of expensive. I was also considering knocking out some low-hanging fruit, like extractor amplifications. I'd love an extra boost in production for just a little bit more use in power. That would actually do quite nicely, and it's an early tech, so it's only 1,000 beakers. Also, our tech rate right now is really low because I demolished our lab because we are going to be building a bigger and better lab in the new dome once we get it up and running. So for the moment, our tech rate's kind of bad, but in due time, we will fix that. Oh yeah, we also have a cold wave coming and a meteor storm operating right now. Luckily, the meteor storm's firing around here, so it's not actually hurting any of our buildings. We'll just be getting some prizes from the sky. All right, enough of my jibba jabba. Let's get going. Now, luckily, I had the foresight to see this problem coming, and Sharky is on his way back with the solution. So Sharky is coming with an RC rover, which is a mobile drone hub, which will then be able to start repairing this nonsense and get this whole production chain flowing. We're also bringing another drone hub, which we can make use of up top to get a wind farm going. So yeah, I think we'll be in good shape once Sharky shows up. It'll be a while before Sharky can take off again. Alright, we're almost done with this tunnel. This thing was expensive to build, but worth it to get access to the top ring there. Heck yeah. Yeah, and I will, once our problems are sort of dealt with, then I'll start fleshing out this dome. I'm purposely not connecting it to a power connector because I don't want it to drain energy off the grid. Same goes with the water and oxygen. You know, I'm not ready to. It's built, but it's not ready for prime time yet. Ooh, anomaly found. So we got some prizes from the sky. A meteor hit the ground and brought with it an anomaly. Now I'm not going to send my research buggy over there to research it while the meteor shower is actively going on, because that's kind of asking for it to get smushed. That being said. Yeah, once this tunnel gets up and running, then we'll be in good shape. In fact, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get us some machine parts, because that's going to be a necessity for what we're doing up there. 10? All right, good enough. You know what? You can fill the rest of your hull with concrete. Perfect.
Pipe leak reported.
A colonist just snapped.
Oh, yeah. That was the other problem, is that I temporarily, and I forgot to fix this sooner rather than later, I temporarily took out the infirmary in here, in this dome, and I've been meaning to replace it. I had to move it to make room for the second farm, and I haven't replaced it yet. Oops. So let's get that going first. And also, I need to stem the flow of polymer use, so this art workshop, which uses up polymers, has got to go. Comfort be damned. So yeah, we got one snapped colonist. Yeah, there you go. All right, RC Explorer. Why don't you analyze an anomaly? And why don't you make your way up here and dump all those out? Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm going to make a universal depot. And then you just dump all of them on the depot. Make it a little bit neater. But yeah, we can't really do a lot of good stuff until Sharky makes it back with our RC. No, the only thing that can repair the drone controller is a drone. And right now, my two vehicles that I have, the Transport and the Explorer, they can't control drones on their own. The vehicle that can control drones on its own is the RC Rover. I don't own one, but I will in about 7% flight progress, because it is onboard Sharky. Because I saw the problem, I saw the solution, I'm like, oh damn, I gotta get myself an RC Rover. So as soon as this comes to be here, we'll be in good shape. Well, once we make the repairs. All right, Sharky is ready to land. And yeah, Sharky itself does not need to be near a specific thing because the rover can move wherever it wants. So I'm actually going to just plop Sharky down here. That way it's easy, closer to the general supply here, so it can dump off its stuff here. There's our RC rover. And also we unleashed a metric F-ton of drones. I'm going to take 4 of these drones, because the RC rover actually comes with 4 drones of its own, but it can hold 8. So I am assigning 4 drones to our RC rover. And we're going to get our butt over here. Yeah, that's the other thing. I tried building a second one to get it in range, but that wouldn't happen. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I've been meaning to do. I've been listening to the same radio station for the entire first stream, Surviving Mars, which, by the way, is one of my favorites here. But they've got other options for background music, so you know what? Let's try the official Mars channel. Mix up the music a little bit between the streams. Alright, I need to make sure that the... Alright, encapsulates... Alright, perfect. That's exactly what we need. So the drones can run over here, grab a thing of electronics to repair.
Anomaly analyzed.
All right, anomaly analyzed. Excellent. RC Explorer can go after that anomaly. I'm going to have you go and fetch me more concrete. Just because we're going to be using a lot of it. But we can also make some more of it once we get there. But first things first, why aren't you guys... Alright, you're going to go fix that drone. That thing is finally cleared out. Let's get some proper dumping sites here. Just to cut down on the clutter. Chaos Badger! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so these things are working again, finally. Because this thing finally had all of its stored waste rock emptied. You know what? Just to make sure this doesn't happen again, I'm going to assign one of the drones back to here. Oh, actually, I just assigned the drone that was already there. Okay, so that's taken care of this repair. So now we got to get our drone, our RC rover up on the ridge here, and we got to build ourselves a wind farm. So he'll vacuum up the rest of those drones. Also, now that we've repaired this problem, there's something else I've been... Oh yeah, first off, let's get that infirmary built so we don't have any more people snapping our agricultural dome. I don't need all the farmers going psycho. Infirmary, there we are. This thing is thankfully fairly cheap and easy to build and staff. And we'll make sure it's nice and high in priority so it gets built quickly. But the other thing that I've noticed here is this. So the feature that we have here in this dome is the medical center. And now the medical center is a spire type building that is basically a hospital and far superior to the infirmary. Now, medical centers and the infirmaries serve two primary purposes. One, it heals people's physical harm. If they are injured or sick, it will heal that. And two, it restores some of their sanity every time they visit. How much gets restored depends on the service comfort level that is granted here. Now then, we can actually take advantage of that quite well, actually. So here's the thing. Sanity damage is primarily caused by two things. One is going outside of the dome and having to work at a building outside the dome, which happens very frequently in this dome, which is why I built the medical center here. And two, having to work the night shift. Oh, it's okay, Chaos Badger. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. The second thing is working the night shift will cause sanity damage. And that is actually kind of cumulative. Now, there's another thing that you can do that will get you a little bit more benefit but cause sanity and health damage to your colonists. And that is telling them to work hard, giving them a heavy workload instead of a normal workload. Now, here's the thing. If a colonist is working inside the dome and during the first or second shift, they're not taking any natural sanity damage, and yet they're doing just fine as far as their they're able to recover their sanity faster than the damage harms them. So we can actually crack the whip on them on the first and second shifts, because they'll take as much sanity damage as the third shift, which will keep it normal, but they'll be able to recover it and therefore give us more performance. Same goes for our friends here at the diner. Crack the whip on those waiters. Now the other thing that we can do here is we can enable the third shifts for these factories, because normally that causes some sanity damage plus the sanity damage for working outside. But with a medical center, you're able to recover enough sanity that doesn't drive them crazy. And just as before, we can crack the whip on the first two shifts to make them more productive. Well, once I get my fuel in there. So I'm going to be doing that. So we're going to be asking a bit more of our colonists here, just a touch more. See if they can make it happen. I think they're up for the task. Hopefully, or they could just go insane and just, form a suicide death cult. One of the two. Alright, you should be going up pretty quickly. Alright, are you, is my drone controller up here?
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, you've got the 30 concrete. Why don't you make your way up here? Because we got a lot of building to do. And
Anomaly analyzed.
I want to get this. I want to get this done before the cold wave hits, because we're going to need the extra power, to say the least. Where is our? Oh, there it is. All right, so you're gonna drop out here. So we're gonna have a mobile drone hub here. So what we're going to do here is, first off, we're going to get a concrete extractor just right up here. Might as well, because we need concrete to build more stuff, and that way I don't have to keep hauling it up here. And secondly, we have how many machine parts here? We've got 10.5. Wind turbines cost 1 each. So we can do 10 wind turbines with all the concrete up here. There and there. Now, what we can do here, so our drone hub does not need to stay parked here 24/7. Also, here, we run the wire to the tunnel down here, and then up here, the wire connects to the tunnel as well. So any power generated up here gets actually transmitted through the tunnel.
You're listening to Mars Official Radio with Panam Masculine, your first radio host choice with the best radio voice.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know they talked on this station. Curious. Anyway, so now that drone hub that we took, we can put right here. We'll make sure that it is in range of this and a few other goodies. Huh? Looks like we got another rare trait, a celebrity, Atlas Gale. C-Tab, thank you for stopping by. Glad you liked the This War Is Mine videos. I had a blast doing that one. That was an intense series. All right, so yeah, they're all going for this local this local doodad over here. So that it now they're starting to get these up and running. Actually, RC rover, our transport rover actually needs to fetch a few more machine parts to make sure that we can service these properly. So why don't you go vacuum suck up some machine parts? Oh yeah, I gotta crack the whip over here too. Not quite as harsh, but we can crack the whip somewhat decently.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Okay. Oh, depleted things. Fair enough. All right, we got the Stirling generator, so that's another thing that we could get going here. Ah, the medium dome. The medium dome. We are definitely going to want to get this. And actually, before we build a medium dome, we're going to want to get Neoconcrete to reduce the concrete cost. So actually, let's queue up Neoconcrete. Still deciding what I want to do with that. Yeah, we could get a nice big... Yeah, not doing smart homes. Those cost too much in electronics. Yeah, let's go low G engineering after that. And then we could do like the behavioral shaping one. Oh wait, there's more tech there? I missed something. I just had to scroll. What are you? Martian born strength. Won't take sanity damage from disasters. They don't really take much sanity damage if you plan them right. All right, these things are finally up and running properly. Now the question is, are we holding steady with the sanity? Average sanity, yes. Yes, we are. What I need to make sure is the medical center is prioritized so that it is always operational. All right, what building is not working? That one. Oh, because I never plugged it in. Derp, 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 derp. Silly Pittenstar. All right, you could use a little recharge action here. You, my friend, need to drop off your cargo. And drop all those off at the Universal Storage.
This is the Mars Official Radio. I'm Panam Escalin. Unbiased information is essential to proper development. Still, people find it hard to understand that skewed information corrupts their conclusions. I'm
going to go and grab some of these over
in the Mars
here.
Project, information has to be undistorted and addressed without preconceptions. With scientifically based information, the most difficult arguments can be settled without issue. And that's my ambition with this radio show. To report indisputable facts in between good songs. Like this one, for instance.
I disagree. Okay. Cold Wave's starting up soon, but we did accomplish our goal of securing additional power. So we're doing well there. I think you need to go fetch us more metals. We're gonna have you load metals, and I want you to deposit them in the metal storage, because yeah, it needs some love. Anyone else snap? One other person has snapped. But now that we have an infirmary here, their sanity will slowly be restored. How are we doing here with sanity? 72. All right. So far, holding steady. How are we holding up with our resources? Our resources are doing well. All right. I think it is time for us to start building out our dome here. I'm still not going to be ready to sort of turn it on per se to get it operational fully until after the cold wave, but at the very least we can start laying down the groundwork and getting it ready for prime time. So first things first, for any good dome here, let's lay down some apartments. I love these things, by the way. I don't care if they have a lower housing quality. They are just darn good. And the other one that we are going to want here is the Science Institute. This is kind of the primary reason that we are building this side one here, so we can get our scientists back to being employed, and not only employed, but doing really freaking well. Now I'm going to break tradition with my things here, because I'm going to actually go for a casino. I want these people to be nice and happy. So we're going to pair a casino with a grocer, because that gives them shopping, because the casino doesn't. We, again, don't want to forget about that infirmary. And then we'll go for a lake here, because that helps. And then right in the middle here, a small fountain for people to relax in. Now, the other thing we could do here is get up an electronics factory. That would be also really awesome right about now. I don't have the tech right now to manufacture it, but hopefully I'll get it soon. That would be really awesome if I could get that tech. In fact, yeah, why don't you guys start getting polymers? Although it's going to take a while for you to actually get the polymer blades that you need. I need to go and fetch polymers with my transport, and finding spare polymers in the colony are going to be tricky, to say the least. Yeah, let's get this key tech, because I want to unlock new choices just to see if all right, how long is this one? 2 souls long cold wave? That sounds about right. So again, for those who have not seen this before, cold waves do a number of nasty things. Primarily, it makes all of your energy consumers consume 60% more energy. And if stuff is left unpowered during the day, it will freeze. Which is the other reason I wanted a third shift on these external buildings here. If your domes ever lose power, your colonists will very quickly start to freeze to death. So you need to make sure that you have planned accordingly when it comes to the cold. That is precisely why I am not hooking this dome up. It won't freeze solid, because I guess it's too big. But yeah, we don't have any colonists sitting in here, possibly freezing to death. And we're going to make sure it's turned off so that the colonists know, don't show up, please. I mean, I don't think they're quite
Sector
that dumb,
scanned.
but you never
Anomaly
know.
found.
Alright, you guys...
Anomaly analyzed.
let's
There's
see.
more to the barren environs of
3D
the red
machining
planet than meets
rover command AI. Ooh, what is that? Oh, well, there's the machine parts factory. We've got that. We need the one that does electronics. RC rover no longer needs recharge. Starts with 4 additional drones and command limit increased by 12. Not bad. Not great though. Drone battery capacity by 50. That's, well, that's a little, not amplification. That's not bad. Deep scanning. Ooh. Deep deposits. That's going to be useful. No, but we need the actually, here's what we need. I'll tell you what we need. We need money, so we need to get the Martian patents thing researched. It's a repeatable tech that gives us 500 million bucks, so we can get a prefab station, machine tools thing. Oh yeah, that's the other thing we could build up here. Although I need to bring up electronics as our probes. I'll do those in a little bit. Oh yeah, let's get our rover over here. How is your battery? It's low, understandably, because yeah, it also saps battery charge from your rovers here. The RC transport's almost dead, but it's almost done harvesting. So hopefully he knows to recharge himself. He sometimes does it automatically and sometimes doesn't.
Vehicle battery low.
He's missing out on his opportunity there. I'll make sure to manually do it just so he doesn't die out there. I mean, you can always recharge him with another drone, but we would rather not have to go rescue them. Where you going, buddy? Oh, I'm paused. Derp. Go analyze that anomaly. Because I want to find, if I don't have to buy an electronics factory, I'd rather just build it myself, and we should be pretty close on that tech tree to do that. Yeah, the Science Institute's going to be rather important. So the other thing that we need to build here, I'm not building water towers in the middle of the freaking cold wave because they're just gonna freeze. But what we can do is we can connect the pipes, because we know that this water network is producing 3 water extra. Now what's our power network looking like? So it's still the daytime. We're producing, we've got tons of stored power. We're producing more than there's demand. I just want to see what it flips over to at the night, because I want to know.
Pipe leak reported. We have a water shortage.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service Escalon. We have a soundtrack just right for the blue sunset light.
Let's make you guys that so that the dome has. Man, a pipe leak in the middle of a cold wave is just bad news. I mean, our drones are our drones are on the scene to fix the leak wherever it is. It's hemorrhaging 3 water an hour. Lovely. But it still takes them time, and our people are going to suffer some damage for that. How are you guys doing? Your sanity's starting to drop. I just want to take a look at some individuals. Working, it's too cold, oh yeah, well that's because, yeah, people are losing sanity because of the lack of water. That will fix itself in time, but it's going to cause some damage. All right. Yes, it is nighttime, and nighttime is the right time to check the power grid. Yeah, not. We need more. Now let's see. Yeah, we're still low on polymers, so getting up here to get the polymer blades going, probably not going to happen. And do we have polymers stored up here? We do, actually. Here, why don't we go here and deposit?
Sitting at your desk, a strange light appears in the corner of your vision.
Again.
It pulsates and intensifies,
Yeah.
bathing the room in a warm glow. It feels just about right.
What? I think we're coming across our Mars's mystery here. Any number of games can have any number of different mysteries to them. And yeah, that's one of them. All right. Yeah, go and get yourself some polymers. Get yourself control to load 5. Actually, just load the 3. That's fine. All right, get yourself up here and dump them off in here. And you guys need to come back here to service our poor concrete extractor who is full. Oh yeah, they can do another anomaly. Thank you. Let's pop over here. Actually, you know, it saps the battery so quickly, you generally need to recharge in between anomalies. Northgard, I might return to Northgard a little bit. It's a bit trickier of a game than I gave myself credit for, but I may return in due time. Nothing, no plans in the immediate future though. All right, once we dump off the polymers here, we can also start getting up our sensor towers, which we'll do one here. Just put it to the edge until it no longer says that they're too far from a drone commander. And we brought up 3 electronics, so we can. There you are. Perfect.
Pipe leak reported.
Again? God dang it, enough with the pipe leaks. Well, at least this is one where the dome isn't going crazy. Ooh, what do we got here? Aha. Alright, are you guys recovering now? Yeah, you're recovering. Good.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
All right, I think now that it's the daytime and well, I really kind of want to wait for you guys getting Okay, RC Explorer, you can go get that. Oh yeah, I never saw what I opened up. Yes, manufacturing. Perfect. So we don't need Martian patents. We can get micro manufacturing and build our own dang electronics factory, because we kind of need that. Granted, we're going to need to import some electronics to be able to afford it, but yeah. But soon we'll be able to get that once we get our Science Institute up and running. Oh yeah, we're paused. Where are our polymers? 'Cause we could use more of those. Actually, we could use more machine parts too. Here, let's get the polymers and then grab machine parts, bring them all up to the top there, and just make a butt ton more windmills. Really, really freaking efficient windmills. Yeah, once this cold wave goes over, then I'll hook this dome up and get it operational, because it's pretty much ready to roll. And we're ready. We're pretty much ready to get our scientists back online. Yeah, I think cracking the whip on these people is doing wonders. Now the question is, are there enough people to go around?
Breakthrough discovered.
Good vibrations. Domes restore sanity. Oh, that's just as useful. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Beautiful. Yeah, if it wasn't the nighttime, I'd flip on the dome right now just to write out the last few hours. But I don't want to nuke the power grid in the last hour and spook everybody by having a temporary, shortage of power. But hey, the grid held pretty well considering, and we have plans to expand it so that come the next cold wave, even with this dome doing its thing. All right, cold wave's over. Turn you on. We're also going to say specialization scientists welcome, because, well, we kind of want our scientists up here.
I'm Panamasculine, and you're listening to Mars.
And actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to enforce that. No scientists in the other domes. There's literally no reason for scientists to be in either of these other domes. So specialization scientists is a thumbs down.
We have a power shortage.
Oh yeah, it might actually help if we turned on the power. Probably could do that.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Yeah, so this should be, our scientists should be migrating pretty quickly here. What the Sam heck is going on? Oh god, it's these freaking hallucinations, isn't it? I just couldn't see them before because of the dang cold here. Will the botany domes please stop trying to turn your dome into a giant bong? Thank you. Okay, you got your polymers. Actually, why don't you get a couple more polymers while we're at it? And then the rest of you will be machine parts for what you can carry. And that will let us get a huge heckin' amounts of goodies here. You're still full because we don't have a dedicated concrete storage. We can fix that. And while we're at it, let's get a metric butt ton of more of these. because having all of these way up here with those polymer blades is going to be freaking fantastic for our power grid and allow us to basically expand out willy-nilly without needing to worry too much about it. You guys can reach those, right? Yep. Oh, nope. No, don't move from that spot, please. Thank you. Beautiful. Our explorer, there you are. Keytech, go for it. Yeah, Mars looks weird when it's green. The Sam heck are you guys doing here? Alright, so we've got our apartments, we've got our Science Institute here. Yeah, we've got our infirmary, so we could crack the whip on them if we really wanted to.
Sector scanned.
How's our baby production going? Because we need more babies. Or, well, we need more babies to graduate school. And how's the sanity in this dome? Sanity in this dome is back on the mend. Excellent. So we can crack the whip, which means we can crack the whip on our scientists.
Pipe leak reported.
Again. Well, at least we've got our water suppliers here, and they're actually. Yeah, look at all those going.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the
Dome
Red Planet.
bioscaping and nuclear fission. Lovely.
Hello, Panem, and thank you
Basic
so
domes
much
have
for your show. I heard you
resident.
talking about
Oh,
those unpredictable cravings you described.
that actually helps us out because our apartment buildings are notoriously low in their comfort level.
Taste has transformed. On Earth, I used to listen to Bach almost exclusively. After I landed on Mars, my musical preferences have slowly.
What the Sam heck is
gravitated
going
towards
on here?
Mozart
Do we have to
and
tell the kids to go out and mow the lawn? Come on!
I have no explanation to this phenomenon. Take care, Daniel. Daniel, that does
Important
sound like a
announcement.
similar experience.
Dude, my hand.
Investigate this further.
Whoa.
In the meantime, more music.
I miss the red planet. Can we go back to red? I don't like this. I don't like this sewer pipe green. What on Earth is going on? Well, actually, I don't care what's going on Earth. What on Mars is going on? And will somebody fix the damn pipe? You still alive? Yeah, you're still alive. Good. Alright, finally. Alright, how's Sharky doing? You getting refilled? Yeah, you're slowly getting refilled. With 2 thirsty polymer factories,
Sector
Sharky's got to
scan.
fight for that.
Select a sector to scan.
Oh, really? Okay. And looks like you need to, looks like we gotta get our eye on you. Alright, you're doing well. Geologists are doing their thing. Yeah, I wonder... Well, I kind of want to keep the third shift open only because when icy periods flow around, that keeps the buildings from freezing. And cracking the whip on the first 2 shifts, not a bad idea. That seems to be a very effective method. Alright, we're gonna open up another shift here and crack and do some whip cracking. I think once Sharky gets refueled, we're gonna go and get some more colonists, and we're gonna get tons of scientists, like honey bunches of scientists. In the meantime, Let's get another residence going in here, another apartment, because again, no fanciness around here. Just to be able to hold everything. And then this space over here will be for our electronics factory, and then over here will be a casino. Be all fancy about that. And then I still haven't decided what I want to do for my spire here in the middle. I mean, because there's not a lot of outdome stuff, so oh, you've got 30 in middle, so we'll get some appreciable amounts of money. All right, get out of here, Sharky.
We've analyzed material from the anomaly, and it completely validates our hypothesis on abiogenic petroleum.
Engineering boost. Those percentage boosts seem
And
to do
you're
well.
not the only one who's seen this odd mirage.
Yeah, darn straight. Multiple signals from the colony are coming in from everyone in mission control is worried. People are falling asleep on the streets and at their workstations. Some report vivid hallucinations. Affected colonists express symptoms of high stress and have been put under medical supervision. We've also exchanged information with Earth Control, but they report no activity on their end. It seems the event is localized on Mars. So yeah, we be tripping, yo. Stressed out. Well, hopefully they will de-stress. Which actually reminds me, we can go. We found this was from an earlier meteor shower. You can see how this place is a mess. So let's go get some beakers here. Yeah, we've got a full thing. We're very close to general training, which is really good because that'll make everybody more effective who hasn't been educated. So all of our kids that are graduating school but not college, because we don't have a college yet, they'll be doing quite well. What is going on in here? At least our research per soul is way up. And after we get that, extractor amplification will be a speed bump, and then micro manufacturing, which is now cheaper because of that. Excellent. I think I got an event anomaly, or rather a chance card anomaly earlier in the game that also reduced engineering costs. So I think we're at minus 20% beaker cost for engineering techs, which is awesome. And as soon as Sharky gets it back to Earth, we should be getting a quite a good payday.
Anomaly
here.
found.
Quite a good one indeed. Oop, more anomalies here. Yeah, even better. Just keep cranking out those anomalies. Our research rover. We also have a quest to
Resources
scan.
are low.
Oh yeah, electronics. Actually, yeah, we can't go and get more scientists. We need to get more electronics to build our thing. So we'll go and do the electronics thing, and then we'll go and get scientists and engineers and such. And in the meantime, we'll just rely on people to crank out babies, because these nurseries are
complete.
Pretty full.
Anomaly analyzed.
All right, general training is much better now. Excellent. Why don't you go get that next one? So let's check out what that does for us. No specialization, wrong workplace specialization. So it lopped only 10 points off of the penalty. Not great, but hey, across the board, cumulatively, still not bad. It's a good stopgap measure until we can actually get the university up online. I was thinking about doing the university here, but it just wouldn't fit in this dome. We need a medium dome. And actually what I'll probably do is I'll actually transfer all the childcare stuff to a medium dome, and we'll just make it the breeding and education dome. Put the sanitarium